Hello everyone, so today I thought I would fulfill my promise to give you a tour of my closet organization. As you know, I moved into my place a couple of months ago and it did take me a little while to decide just how I wanted things to be. I've had a different closet setup in every place that I've lived, and as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, I do have quite a lot of clothing because I love fashion and also because I have a formal work wardrobe and a casual life wardrobe as well. So I do need a lot of space and thought going into organization in order to have that be just kind of accessible so that I can get dressed on a daily basis and know where everything is. So I figured out a way to make it work, and I will show you exactly how I did that and give you my tips for organization in this video. And you will see the closet that you can just peek right behind me has ended up being my main closet, and then I've made all of the other spaces in the apartment work as well to complement that main closet. And so that's kind of the philosophy behind this video, and I'm sure you just want to see what's inside my closet rather than see me talk, so let's get right into it. So are you ready for the grand reveal? I'm not sure which side to start on, so we'll just start on this side. So it's a very basic closet that I have, which is one of the reasons I really wanted to make this video. It's nothing special, it's not a walk-in closet, and I feel like it's fairly typical of what you would get in a one-bedroom apartment, at least here in Vancouver. It is a nice size though. I like that it's deep and it also has some shelving both on the side and at the top. So those are nice things to look for if you're setting up a closet. So the organization that I picked for dresses, which is taking up most of this particular closet, is not necessarily chosen to look pretty. So I feel like on Instagram and stuff, you usually see everything color coded. That's not how I like to organize my clothing anymore, because I feel like it's much more useful to organize your clothing by purpose, because you don't really usually wake up and say, I want to wear something orange today. You wake up and you say, I really feel like wearing a tailored little suit dress today, or I really feel like wearing a flowier dress with a blazer today, or something like that. So that's how I've organized it. Over here on the left, I have all of my pants. At the very top, I have summer pants, so I have white jeans, I have khaki pants, and then I have my most worn jeans for the summer season. So those tend to be ones with a little bit more stretch or that are a little bit more lightweight, and my AG Primas are my all-time favorites. So of course they're there because they're the only things that I'm ever wearing. These are very large handbags that don't fit on my display shelf. So I'll show you that at the end of this video. We'll have a quick overview of the other storage areas of my apartment. So I have some camera bags and a Michael Kors Hamilton, which doesn't fit on the other shelf as well. Over here, from about here to here, I have all of my really summery dresses. So this means that if I want a dress at the weekend, I know I go here. I don't go here or there, I go here, because I know everything that's lightweight, short-sleeved, very light is going to be over here. For here, we start going more into wrap dresses or three-quarter sleeves. So I have some more tunics that I consider to be a little bit more standalone, so they won't need a blazer so much. They're a little bit more formal as well, so I have some nice DVF wrap dresses and that sort of thing going on here, and that goes on for quite a while because I have a large collection of wrap dresses. For me, one thing in switching over to this setup that I found is that everything is just more efficient and effortless, which is exactly how you want dressing to be. Have lighter boots that I might wear on a rainy day, or when we start to get towards the end of summer as well. I will probably pull those out more, so I didn't want to put those in storage. I also have nude shoes that are a little bit higher or more seldom worn, and then I have all of my kind of evening high heels that aren't designer, because the designer ones I put on display. So this is essentially shoe overflow, so that I know if I want this type of item, this is where I go. So over here I have all of my black dresses. I find that black dresses for me go together because I tend to want to pair them with something more colorful. So let's say that day I'm like, oh, I feel like wearing a fun pair of shoes, and I pick out something kind of fun and bright like this. A black dress will be an easy way to create an outfit, and I can just pair some bright accessories with it. Whereas if I pair whereas if I pick a bright dress, then I'll probably want some more neutral shoes, and then that will go with the other side of the wardrobe. So it all kind of has to do with how I put together outfits. So why don't we go and take a tour, and I'll explain to you my philosophy and how all of this came together so that I really just kind of only go here on a daily basis when it comes to putting together the basic of my outfit for the day. And I often do that the night before, but not always. So it's nice to have this easily accessible so that when I do come to my closet and need something to wear or can't think of something to wear, then it kind of seamlessly comes together. And I think that it's just kind of an easy way to kind of have that boutique look to your closet without kind of having necessarily all that luxurious setup. A lot more detail about my home decor or different spaces in my apartment, then you should definitely check out my apartment tour, which I will link down below. But I wanted to show you this area again because it will explain the different spaces that I go to when I get ready. So once I have that outfit put together with my cute little dress or something like that to go to the office, but I know I'm going to be cold there because the aircon's always turned up, then I have two options for places I go to finish off the outfit. I can go here and I have all of my cardigans in this drawer folded away because you should always fold your knitwear. Don't hang it, you will ruin it. So all of this is knitwear and exercise wear. So I might stop by here if I want either of those things. Or, of course, if I want a really fancy pair of shoes for the day. So over here, for example, I have some really fun Louboutins that are slingbacks. So if I feel like pushing out the boat that day and getting blisters, then I will come and grab these on my way out. And then, of course, I have some more dressy shoes as well. So over here, I've got some nice Max Maras or some shimmery Jimmy Choos. I also store a lot of my luxury handbags here. I feel like it's a safe place to do that because it's not exposed to any kind of natural daylight. They're really protected here. And I remember to kind of switch out my handbag as well. Most of them are in dust bags, but I keep a few out on a rotating basis to kind of admire because I'm a magpie. All right, so this is the real part of this video where not everything is pretty anymore. This closet is not meant to be pretty. It's essentially a storage room and Fufu's litter box palace as well. You can see down here I also keep my steamer and my perfume so they're not in sunlight. And I have all of my overflow clothing over here. So these are seldom worn items, or for the most part they are wintry items. So you can see there's a lot of dark colors and heavier textures there. They're all things that I have picked out of my wardrobe as items that are seldom worn during the spring and summer season, and even early fall as well. So I don't need to switch things out more often, but as the weather gets colder, I will come back into this room, and in here will go all of those light flowy items that I showed you, switched out for all of the heavier items instead. Then finally, the last closet area, I promise this time, of my apartment is in here at the front. I decided to do this semi-seasonal organization, is put away all of my heavier coats because I really will need those for such a small portion of the season. Here in Vancouver, most of what I'll need is going to be trench coats, leather coats, and blazers, or leather jackets, sorry. So over here I have all of my summer blazers. I do have a lot more blazers than those, but you actually already saw those. They were in the storage room because I will rarely wear those throughout the spring or summer. I know that these are the ones that I wear during the warmer season. What I love about this setup is how easily accessible it is. It offers all of the benefits of a seasonal wardrobe, but because it's semi-seasonal, it still gives you a little bit of a longer season to work with. Because if I only had those like light flowy dresses, what do you do on a rainy day? You have to go and pull things out of storage. Also, part of the benefit of this is that my things aren't really in storage. They're just in a more seldom used closet where it's a little bit harder to kind of pick things out. So things are still really overall very accessible. I hope that you found this video useful. Please let me know in the comments down below if there are any more kind of organizational or like how to put outfits together videos that you would like to see, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!